Good morning, and welcome back to Cold Waters with Captain Numpty or David Steele, and here's me boat. We're back in HMS Sceptre, S104. It's February the 6th, 2004, and we're off for another mission to defend the UK, but a little different this time. We're actually doing more of I suppose you might, I wouldn't quite call it piracy. We've got a whole lot of contacts down here. And our mission is to intercept some Russian freighters, and Intel has pointed us.
Sonar new contact bearing 223 designated Sierra 1-1.
Intel has pointed us towards a location where a number of surface vessels, cargo ships, have sort of mysteriously congregated. And the suspicion is that they are carrying they're carrying weapons, and that's all fine and good. But then we really wish to put a stop to that. I'm going to have trouble figuring out what some of these are. To make life more complicated, we're fairly certain that there's an air asset in the area, and I can pop my surface sensors, and that made us end up doing that. If I pop my surface sensors up, I'll be able to identify what these vessels are and possibly attack them. But the danger is that air asset's going to know where I am.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1-1. Last bearing 223. Contact faded.
We're going to have to get close and personal with some of these, and I wonder if we've got some warships or some surface, some submerged contacts to deal with too. So I'm going to go ahead and sweep through what these might be. I don't really have. Intel's sort of like, well, you're in enemy territory. That's a whiskey, I think.
Con sonar Sierra 9 is classified as submerged submarine.
Not that big of a threat, the whiskey, but that said, anything with a torpedo and gets close enough, anything with weapons and gets close enough is a threat. It's not a combo assault. Well, I'm going to go ahead and sweep through what these targets might be. And, it's a merchant.
Con sonar Sierra 4 is classified as merchant. Come right to 217 Helm I.
I would love to pop my sensors up. I don't think it's a sensible thing to do. It's another merchant ship.
Con sonar Sierra 5 is classified as merchant.
The mission is to target Soviet merchants. That's as simple as it is. But
Con sonar Sierra 6 is classified as merchant.
To get home in one piece, that's always it's implied, if not officially.
Con sonar Sierra 8 is classified as merchant.
If not officially a directive, that looks like it might be I don't know what that is. Pattern looks a little bit like a modern Russian boat, or maybe an alpha, but that low frequency line on the left. I don't know what that is. Is there a thermal? Yeah, there's a duct and a layer. Okay, so I can duck beneath that to help if it's a warship. Let's sweep through. What have we got here? What could this be? It's a blue whale.
Con sonar Sierra 10 is classified as biologic.
Well, that's fair enough. Okay, so I'm using the keyboard. You use the colon and the quote mark on the US keyboard just to
Con helm steady course.
To skip through.
Con sonar Sierra 1 is classified as merchant.
All right, well that one's definitely a bad boy. It looks like. Let's F2 and look at that contact. Well, I think that's pretty conclusive what that is. Okay. Well, I don't need to put my sensors to engage that, but he looks like he is either being warned off or he's turning away. So there's definitely stuff going on.
Con sonar Sierra 6 is classified as merchant.
Where about the blue whale? Okay, most of these then are essentially going to be merchants, we would think. Okay, so options today. Well, I have a number of harpoons on me, and harpoons are fantastic.
Con sonar Sierra 2 is classified as merchant.
Against
Con sonar Sierra 3 is classified as merchant.
Against unarmed merchant weapons, because you really they have no defense against you. So I'm going to F2 over Sierra 3. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Sierra 4, Sierra 5, let's F2 over that. Well, that one's pretty obvious. Wow, these two are very close. Okay. That would appear to be a pretty juicy target. Then it's got the Soviet flag, or the Russian flag even, so yes, we'll be tackling that. Sierra 1, yeah, well that's pretty clear what that is. Okay. Sierra 3, I think we looked at Sierra 3. No, we didn't, but it looks a German flag. I don't know if that's East Germany. No. Not going to stress it because we've definitely got some targets to aim for. So Sierra 5. Yeah, Sierra 5, and then I suppose Sierra 5 as well is Sierra 3. May not be a target. Interesting. A little surgical here then. Sierra 1's a target. Okay, so I think what we'll do, I'll the whiskey is a potential threat as well. You know, I'm just gonna pop the surface sensors. I think I've got spearfish loaded here. Weapons today, we've not deployed any since last time. So 5 spearfish and 15 it looks like. 15 tigerfish, is that right? That seems about right. Yeah. 8 harpoons and some sea lance. I don't think I'm going to deploy the sea lance here. One thing I'm ignoring is Sierra 11. I don't know what Sierra 11 is, and the fact that it's disappeared probably means it's submerged. So maybe, just in case...
Come left to 135, helm I.
Let me turn away, and we'll get our towed area out there. Okay, well that's going to take a time just to turn around, so I'm going to go ahead and accelerate time here. Like so.
Con, torpedo room, tube 3 ready.
Still nothing on Sierra 11.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
It's possibly below the layer.
Come right to 149, helm I.
They need to be 350 feet, and we still get the towed area at that depth. So let's go ahead and drop the depth.
Depth 350 feet, dive
Well, technically, let's increase the depth. Let's accelerate time again.
Con, helm, steady course.
Okay.
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 1, bearing 227.
Quite a reasonable profile on it. What kind of a submarine is this then? Ooh. Hello.
Con sonar Sierra 1 is classified as submerged submarine.
Alright, I believe that's a titanium-built high-performance submarine. Yes, it is. Tigerfish will not be that useful against it, and he's got standoff weapons, and he's got USET 80s, so he's bad news. He's very bad news. Now, the good news is, at least, he's some distance away, and that's going to help, but it's still bad news. Okay.
Make depth 5 feet, dive I.
We're going to get out back to periscope depth, and I'm going to go ahead and just deploy weapons here. I think I'm going to use can I target 4? Yeah, my dilemma. Do I want to keep a torpedo tube with
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1, last bearing 228. Contact faded.
with a torpedo in it so I can target this this whiskey class? Can he even hear me? He will hear a launch likely, which would not be so bad, but so he's going to hear a launch. He's going to fire upon me, but that's not a big deal. His weapon is easy to avoid. The Set 65, very limited range. It's either 800 or even 400 yards. Let's take a look. 880 yards. Call it 1,000 yards. I can get out of his detection range. Sierra 2 is a little tougher to deal with. His weapons detection range is much wider. I can use a spearfish against the whiskey. He's by himself. That Sierra 2 may be in the middle of a cluster of merchant vessels, and I can see why Intel are a little bit like, yeah, we don't really like how this is looking. So, what I'll do, get a Tigerfish loaded in the VLS. But that's how we modeled the 5th tube here, We'll use that Tigerfish against the Whiskey, and I'll get that deployed. Now that might trigger, likely to trigger the Sierra 2. It may well hear the launch. So, just for the sake of it, I've still got that Harpoon being loaded into Torpedo 1, but we're going to get the Tigerfish out. Going to set it to, it's quite a distance away. And go active after 13,000 yards. If the wire breaks, that's where this torpedo will start to look for the target. Yeah, it's about right. Okay, just over 13,000 yards. Okay, so
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
hit it.
Shoot tube 5. Aye, sir.
Right, nothing so far. So we'll dive out the torpedo south, and I am going to immediately turn west-northwest.
Come right to 290.
Alright, so whilst we're doing that, let's pop my sensors up.
Dive at 4-5 feet, dive high.
This is going to create some excitement if there's an air asset in the area. We may have to crack on to flank speed, but
Upscope.
let's go ahead and take a look.
Con sonar Master 6 is classified as merchant.
Wow. Doesn't really help that much, and the fact that there's all these warships, all these ships, just in such a small area of ocean, that I'm really suspicious of this. I think we were right. I'd like to be a little surgical, so Master 5 needs, oh look at the radar, Master 5 needs a harpoon. There's Master 5, so let's go ahead and target that.
Shoot tube 1. Aye, sir.
And actually, let's target Master 1, so we'll get that to go live here. Now I'm narrowing the
Shoot tube 2. Aye, sir.
search code. I don't have long to do this. Yeah, I don't think that's really what we want to be targeting. On this one, okay, I've had enough of this.
Downscope.
Let's get back here. I'm going to go ahead and drop below the layer. Right, I'm going to push F4, little cheat here, we'll see where the air asset is. Oh boy, that's very bad.
Make turns for 1, 5.
Okay, so he didn't launch on me, which is good, but he's definitely
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
definitely got an idea that I'm there. Okay, well, I'll let the boat.
Con maneuvering, making turns for 1, 5 knots.
She's up to 15 knots. We'll straighten things up a little bit. I gonna go down to. I need to get to about 350 feet. Let's F3 and look at the weapons approaching. So this is a harpoon.
Passing 200 feet.
I got something, at least. Okay. That is my Tigerfish. Okay, and that's it. Right. Well, that's all we've got weapon-wise. Not the most effective attack so far. We've just made, yeah, not kind of limited.
Con, torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
I'm gonna head west.
Come left to 270.
I'm
Helm
gonna
I.
arrest the
Passing
descent a
300
little
feet.
bit and drop my speed down to 5 knots. Now that there's a
Make turns
danger
for
here
5 knots. Maneuvering I.
that the air asset's going to turn around and be able to acquire me, and I won't have moved far. But I really don't want to. I want to know where everything is. Let's go ahead
Con helm steady
and
course.
turn this back here. Right, so that's got us below the layer at least. Okay.
Con maneuvering, making turns for 5 knots.
Okay, where's the Sierra?
Con sonar regained contact on Sierra 9, bearing 199.
I don't want to watch this. That's a torpedo. Okay, that's bad. That's very bad. Alright, Tigerfish, you're on your own.
3, 2 knots. Maneuvering I.
I'm pretty certain that this thing's going to acquire me when it circles round, and I'm going to be in the fun. Let's see, here we go. Turning round.
Con sonar lost contact. Con sonar.
There it
Torpedo
goes.
in the
Okay.
water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 091.
In the words of, I
Con
believe,
sonar
Han Solo,
lost contact.
this is where the
Sierra
fun
1,
starts.
0. Last bearing 2, 5, 1. Contact faded. Con sonar lost contact. Master 3. Last bearing 2, 3, 7. Contact faded.
So, my plan here, I'm
Con
gonna...
sonar lost contact. Master 8. Last bearing 2, 2, 1. Contact faded.
I'm going to run away from this
Con
torpedo.
sonar lost contact. Master 4. Last bearing 2, 2, 9. Contact faded. Con sonar lost contact. Master 7. Last bearing 2, 3, 2. Contact faded.
Okay, I'm going to run away from this torpedo. I'm going to knuckle it and see if I can drag it towards the enemy submarines. Danger here is they will be, if not already, firing their own.
Con, knuckle formed.
So we'll see how effective this can be. I don't have that much depth to play with. Let's go ahead and lock the map to me, like so. And of course this bear is going to have more torpedoes just waiting to drop in my front yard, backyard, whatever you want to call it. Okay, let's go ahead and turn around. Oh, another one's just been dropped on my head.
Con, knuckle formed.
I'm going to increase my depth slightly. Get down here. Yeah, two is not that bad. It's not cheating if it's 2. Right, here comes the torpedo
Con
alert.
sonar. Torpedo in the water.
Sip of water to celebrate that.
Bearing 3, 5, 1.
Okay.
Passing
400 feet, there we go.
feet.
Right. So one torpedo turned away, that's good. The other one is still tracking me, that's less good, but hey, it's fine. And
Con maneuvering, making turns for 3, 2 knots.
we've most certainly dealt with worse. Right. So when this second torpedo turns back on me, I'm going to turn hard to port. Like so.
Con, knuckle formed.
There's a knuckle, and I'm going to turn southeast. Because there's a chance, of course, this bear's going to be dropping depth charges on me as well, and that never ends well. It rarely ends well. Okay, that's disappointing that the torpedo is closing the distance with me. I'm going to go ahead and
Con, knuckle formed.
turn back. I didn't want to knuckle there. I shouldn't have held that down quite so much. Let's see, we might have to do another counter knuckle here. Okay, I have another knuckle.
Con, knuckle formed.
Let's turn back. My depth is approaching 500 feet. I do not want to run aground. I actually want to turn away.
Con, knuckle formed.
Making
Passing
a
500
ton of noise,
feet.
so you can bet those other submarines will know where I am. And they may even have weapons on the way. I would say this attack has been not quite a disaster
Con, knuckle
yet,
formed.
but not my best attack performance so far. And I think identifying the targets is a big issue.
Con, knuckle formed.
Okay, I'm going to reduce my depth here. Right. So you can use the ballast
knuckle
to
formed.
change your depth. There's a chance that by doing this, the torpedo will
Passing
sort of
500
skirt
feet.
right underneath or right over you. Feels a little safer to reduce depth because there's another torpedo dropped on my head. Okay, that's because you have that conning tower or that sail.
Con sonar lost contact. Master 6.
Con, knuckle formed.
Let's knuckle away. Something is still acquired, mate. Go ahead and turn hard to port.
Con, knuckle formed.
An active
Con
sonar.
sonar. Torpedo in the
Coming out
water.
there from
Torpedo in the
somewhere.
water. Bearing 2, 3, 2.
Whole bunch of noise here from all these torpedoes tracking me. Yeah, I guess the Whiskey and the Sierra 2 have finally figured out that there's something else in the water with them. I guess they're
Con
not
sonar. We are cavitating.
the sharpest tools in the shed. Right, let's go ahead and do
Con,
another
knuckle
knuckle.
formed.
Oh, that's bad. That's the bear. He dropped something. Not that I can tell,
Passing 300 feet.
but he might have released depth charges. Right, see how this torpedo to my port side is approaching me. He's quite a bit lower than me, so hopefully he's going to pass underneath me. No one likes the word hopefully. Right, let's reverse the turn.
Con, knuckle
I'm
formed.
going to drop my depth. So the knuckles distracting these torpedoes here.
Passing 300 feet.
Okay, there's one on me.
Con,
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Okay. Alright, so he's passing above me and I'm still dropping fairly quickly here.
passing 400 feet. Con, knuckle formed.
Okay, keep away from these. Yep, there they come. Knuckle.
Con, knuckle formed.
Delays. Right, one blew up. I'm good. There's just two left. Now they will have, the other submarines will most definitely have heard that explosion. Oh, it's right over me. Bad news.
Con, knuckle formed.
I think he
Passing
dropped something.
500 feet.
Right. Surface the boat. Yep, depth charge is okay.
Passing 500 feet. Con, knuckle formed. Passing 400 feet.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
Con, knuckle formed.
Fine with cavitating. Get the nose down, straighten it off a little bit. They're gonna climb or reduce their depth quite aggressively to get up to me. There they go. And then I'm gonna buckle away, hopefully at the same time. Let's start descending. Turn to starboard.
Con, knuckle formed.
A couple of knuckles now. I've got to adjust my position pretty aggressively. Okay, that bear is not entirely overhead, but he did drop depth charges, so let's
Con, knuckle formed.
turn away, increase my depth.
Passing 300 feet.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Right, let's straighten
Passing
out.
400 feet.
Quick look at the map, get my situational awareness up. Okay, the whiskey... Something still.
Con, knuckle formed.
Something is still pinging me, and it's to the south, but there's only one ping right now. So either the other submarine is destroyed, which, no, there it is, it's still there. Okay.
Con, knuckle formed.
There's something down there. I think that's the whiskey's fired upon me, maybe. Maybe, and that's what's in the search
Passing
mode.
400 feet.
Sure, why he would have made it active so
Con,
close.
knuckle formed. Passing 400
Cool
feet.
change of course here. Okay, let's level out. This thing can't have that much fuel left, surely.
Con, knuckle formed.
That's probably something that every captain says. Every captain that gets sunk by a torpedo says, "Well, I can't have that much left, surely." Yeah, okay. So I think we're going to adopt a tactic here of, hey, it looks like it's congregating with the bad guys.
Con, knuckle
Let's
formed.
drop a harpoon at it. So I'm gonna, when I've evaded this last torpedo, I'm gonna get up to 150 feet, or maybe 55 feet. We'll keep the speed at 10 knots. I'm able to do that and use the surface sensors. And we'll get these 4
Passing
harpoons,
400
we'll
feet.
unload these harpoons or whatever's out there.
Con, knuckle formed.
And we'll hope that it's civilian. It's not civilian, it's carrying warships. But let's see if I've completed my primary mission though. I don't know what I sank, if anything here. And we can't really slow down to take a peek or take a listen. So
Con, knuckle formed.
we'll keep shuffling. So let's go ahead and head west. Tempted to get up to periscope depth now. Yeah, let's go ahead and just get ourselves up to that depth.
Con, knuckle formed.
Okay. Well,
Con
it's
sonar, we are cavitating.
Good news is that that torpedo blew up. And
Passing 300 feet.
even better news that the bear has just gone overhead. So I've got
Passing
a
200 feet.
few seconds here. Get my speed to 10
Make
knots.
turns for
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Getting my depth to 55 feet, give or take. I think we want a
Passing 100 feet.
beautiful scene there, but let's go ahead and do that.
Con sonar regained contact on. Master 1, bearing 221.
Go ahead
Con
and
sonar
turn west.
regained contact on. Master 2.
con maneuvering, making turns for 10 knots.
Okay, we're at speed, and we're now going to be at depth. Right,
Upscope.
let's take a quick look. What have we got?
Con
Oh.
sonar regained
Okay.
contact on. Master 4, bearing 235.
He must be damaged. I'm going to just go ahead and fire.
Con sonar regained contact
It's a
on.
war crime.
Sierra 9,
I don't think so.
bearing 170. Con sonar regained contact on. Sierra 10, bearing
Not mean to reload that.
295.
That was a foolish thing to do. Okay, I'm going to turn away from
Come left
Yeah,
to
and-
149, helm aye.
get my sensors down. I've got a bad
Con-
feeling about this.
Make turns for
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
Shoot tube 5. Aye, sir.
Con sonar regained contact on. Master 7, bearing 239.
come left to 174, helm aye.
So my bad feeling is that this
Con
torpedo's
fire control. We've lost the wire.
fired at me is wire guided, and not only is it wire guided, but whatever's launched it, very good idea. Where I
Con
am.
sonar lost contact. Master 2, last bearing 2.
Come right to 265, helm aye.
Let's get to 350 feet.
Make depth 350 feet. Dive
I'd
high.
love to slow down and get a better idea of where the Sierra 2 is, but
Con sonar lost contact. Master 2, last bearing 2.
Con, helm, steady course.
not really
Con
realistic right
sonar
now.
lost contact. Master 3, last bearing 245. Contact faded.
Should really have used a spearfish, to be fair, just to tackle this thing. Okay, we got another hit. So M2 has been sunk. Great.
Con sonar lost contact. Master 1, last bearing 218. Contact faded.
Turn
Con
right.
torpedo.
Con sonar lost contact. Master 4, last bearing 23. Con sonar no longer cavitating.
Con knuckle formed.
We knuckled again. Okay, fair enough. Okay.
Con sonar, torpedo in the water.
Yeah,
Torpedo
it's
in
just
the
that
water. Bearing 234.
Yeah, this thing's right on me, I think, as well. Yep, there it is. Okay. No chance of evading it now. Not the easy
Con
way,
sonar,
anyway.
noisemaker. Bearing 163.
So I'm going to turn away from it, and it's got the legs
Con
on me.
sonar lost contact. Master 6, last bearing 223. Contact is in the
Probably
babble.
you said 80. So the thing to avoid here is to stay in a straight line for too long, because then the bear.
Con maneuvering, making turns for 2 knots.
It's a very good idea where I am, and of course we'll
Con knuckle formed.
we'll use this to extrapolate where I'm going to be, and we'll drop depth charges in the area. I don't really want to use a blue whale as bait for a torpedo, and I really want that tigerfish to threaten the Sierra 2, and it's not doing that right now, and it's still some distance off. So this torpedo is likely still wire guided, which means the crew will manhandle it, or possibly woman handle it, around whatever decoy I drop in its path.
Con torpedo room. Tube 4 ready.
Don't forget, you're staying here. I stayed in a straight line for too long, so let's change my depth a little bit. Quite a lot of it. Let's put my tail to this torpedo, like
Passing
so.
400 feet.
Con sonar, noisemaker. Bearing 163.
That's interesting. Someone try to get a noisemaker. Let's switch
God,
back to that
knuckle
view and take a
formed.
look. Oh, that must be the tigerfish. Oh, I guess it got the whiskey. Well, look at that. Well, there's some good news. Thank goodness for that.
Con knuckle formed.
I am in danger of using this blue whale as bait, but I don't think it's going to work. It's not. It's still on me.
Con, knuckle formed.
I need my tigerfish to give this Sierra 2 a bit of
Passing
a headache.
400 feet.
I'll try a rapid change of depth, see if that helps.
Passing 300.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
Well, is expressing some discomfort at
Passing
this
200
bloody
feet.
noisy torpedo.
Passing 100 feet.
And let's go ahead and
Con
pop to
sonar
the
lost
surface.
contact. Sierra 1, 0. Last bearing
And reverse
3,
the turn. I need
0,
to get underneath
9.
this torpedo
Contact
if I
is in
can.
the baffles.
Oh, turn back at it.
Con, knuckle formed.
So it's still heading for a target on the surface. So I'm going to try
Passing
and
100 feet.
keep underneath it. This is turning into a bit of a raid fight.
Passing 200 feet.
RATE. Okay, depth. Just be careful. You're diving
Passing
very
300
aggressively.
feet.
Con sonar, no longer
In
cavitating.
theory, I can get underneath it for a long time and maybe evade it. Now it's coming around on the circle. Okay, depth. Arrest that. So it's the top side of the circle here. There it is. So if I keep spinning like this, it's gonna acquire me though. I'm actually managing to make the same size circle as it. That's great, but really not great, because what it will do is when it detects me, it's going to drop on my head. There's not much I can really do about it. I might get away with this. Let's zoom in on the map a little bit. Oh, yeah, that's a really uncomfortable feeling. Let's see if we can switch to the view of the torpedo.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1, 0. Last bearing 3, 5,
Is this it?
1.
Can we
Contact is
see
in the
me?
baffles.
Yeah.
Con sonar regained contact on. Sierra 1,
Okay.
0.
So
Bearing
now
0,
it's dropped underneath me.
0.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Con sonar regained contact on. Sierra 1, 1. Bearing 2, 1, 0.
I'm dropping to 5 knots. Never mind. It's now
Make
diving.
turns for 3, 2 knots. Maneuvering eye.
Oh, it's detected something. Oh no, it's going for the blue whale. Oh no.
Con sonar
No, we
lost
don't want to be
contact.
seeing this.
Sierra
This isn't good.
1. Come left 2, 2, 3, 3. Helm aye. Con sonar regained contact on. Sierra 1, 1. Bearing 2,
Well,
1,
that's bad.
0.
Because now it's going to be going for me. Okay, turn away. Well, I saved you, blue whale. You're welcome. But unfortunately, there it goes.
Sonar
It's
lost
acquired me.
contact. Sierra 1,
Yay.
0. Last bearing 0, 6,
Okay.
9. Contact is in the baffles.
Con, knuckle formed.
At least we know it can be spoofed now. I guess the wire's broken, which is good. So I can keep it at bay. I hope it doesn't go for the blue whale again, but if it does, there's not much I can do. Not that much I can do. Yeah, it's going back for me. Okay, good.
Con, knuckle formed.
Good. So depth is, yeah, this doesn't look like we've damaged this other submarine yet. I guess he got threatened by my tigerfish, which is amusing in itself because tigerfish. But I guess he was threatened by the tigerfish, and so what that may mean
Con, knuckle formed.
is he's run away. Let's see. Nope, he's not running away. Okay.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1, 0. Last bearing 0, 8, 1. Contact is in the baffles.
So that's another knuckle.
Con, knuckle
I'm
formed.
going to continue the turn. I'm going to head towards the Sierra 2 right now. Its bearing's 210, so that's close enough. I don't think I'll be able to use him as a decoy for his torpedo, but
Con
possibly.
maneuvering. Making turns for 3, 2 knots.
Con, knuckle formed.
Okay. If you can hear what I just did, I just took a sip of water. Because it's Thursday business, this.
Con, knuckle formed.
It's a red ping of, oh, that's why. There's another torpedo up there. Yay!
Con, knuckle formed.
That's bad. That's very bad. What torpedo is this? Can we select it? Oh, something just got hit in the distance, and I don't think it was me. No, it wasn't me.
Come left to 09.
That happened to
Helm
be
aye.
the torpedo blowing up that was chasing me. So,
Make
phew.
turns for 1. Make turns for
This thing's
1.
coming towards
0
me.
knots.
So, let's actually get back to flank speed.
Make turns for 3, 2 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1-1. Last bearing 2-1-7. Contact is in the baffles.
Come left to 316. Helm aye.
Passing
Okay,
400 feet.
so what's happened
Con
now?
sonar regained contact on Sierra 1-1. Bearing 2-1-7.
We're being threatened by another
Con
torpedo.
helm. Steady course.
Very smartly fired, to be fair. It's already active, so I know exactly where it is, and he's potentially pushing me into a different location. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to try and notch it. So notching, where you travel perpendicular to the course of whatever's coming towards you. You're trying to generate as much angle off, get as far away from this thing as we can. It's 4,000 yards away. That is not that. That's a little too close. And yeah, we've pegged this thing at. We should be 32 knots. Why are we only doing 30 knots? I don't know. Perhaps we're still slowly accelerating. We're not cavitating, which is good. But other than that, yeah, there's a pretty good chance that this thing is going to acquire me, and then I'm right back in the thick of it with another torpedo. I do have anechoic coating, so I could turn away from it. In fact, I'm actually going to do that. Anechoic coating helps absorb some of the sonar return from an active sonar, and by giving the smallest possible profile to it, I can.
3, 2 knots.
I don't think this thing dropped depth charges. No, smallest possible profile to it. So, I mean, YouTube compression was likely removed the image of the torpedo in the background, but I pretty much got my stern to it. So the hope here is that we're going to be able to stay away from this thing long enough such that it's not going to target me. So it's a bit of a game against its fuel, my endurance, and meanwhile this bear is still hunting me. I'm going right past the sonar buoy. That's fine though. I'm going to run west a little bit. We'll give it a bigger profile, but we've managed to keep a distance on there.
Con sonar lost contact. Sierra 1-0. Last bearing 1-3-3. Contact is in the baffles.
Check the distance. Okay, so 3,000 yards, but it's heading in a straight line. I think it's detected the blue whale. That's really unfortunate for the blue whale. Now, if it does manage to hit the blue whale, at least it doesn't go for me. But likelihood is it's going to miss the blue whale, and then it's going to search for myself. So I got to put some distance. I got to keep this throttle firewalled. We need to keep away from this torpedo, and then I'm going to pop up to the surface and see if we can strike some more surface ships. So yeah, this engagement has not really gone to plan. I should have been a long distance away and just fired the 4 harpoons and be done with it, but there we go. Let's look at weapons active. So this is that torpedo. We don't know what it's firing at. Another one here. That's a tigerfish. Okay. Just 2 weapons active, I think. It's close to something. I think we might be about to see a blue whale. If it's hit by a torpedo, does it become a red whale? I don't know. Oh, either way.
Passing 400 feet.
Make turns for 5 knots. Maneuvering aye.
That's a pretty
Passing 300 feet.
big boom behind me. Well,
Passing 200 feet.
Con sonar regained contact on Master 6. Bearing 2-2-3.
I want to get back up to periscope
Make
depth.
depth 4, 5 feet. Dive high.
We're going to get back to 5 knots. I will, for the sake of it, go
Rig
ultra
shift for
quiet.
ultra quiet.
Alright, let's switch
Con
back here.
sonar
So,
regained contact on Master 2. Bearing 2-1-0.
the Sierra 11 is running
Con
away.
sonar regained contact on Master 3. Bearing 2-3.
Con, maneuvering, making turns.
Come left to 268, helm I.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Con
There he is.
sonar regained contact on. Master.
Upscope.
Well, now, everyone's going to know where I am, but that's alright.
Con sonar regained contact on. Sierra 9, bearing 155.
Nice. Okay. Well, M8 is taking a hit. So we have another one.
Shoot 2-1.
It looks like my Tigerfish is going to do some anti-shipping work for me. That was nice of it. Oh, I did it again. I'm such a numpty. Oh. What I did was I hit reload as opposed to fire. What's this? Oh yeah, M6. Yeah, we need to target M6. Most definitely M6. You need one of these.
Shoot 2-4. Aye, sir.
I'm at
Con,
harpoons.
helm,
Okay,
steady course.
fair enough. And there's a radar contact to my southeast. Right, let's pop these down. Let's head down. I'm gonna head
Con sonar regained contact. Come left to 224, helm I.
let's get up to 15 knots. I'm gonna drop down to 350
we
feet.
are cavitating.
Make depth 350
Oh,
feet. Dive.
Con sonar no longer cavitating.
You know what? I'm
Make
not.
depth 150 feet. Dive
I
high.
think I want to see if we can drop one of these onto the Sierra's head. Let's switch
Con,
to this view.
maneuvering, making turns for 15 knots.
Why are you running away? You scared of Tigerfish and this pulver.
Con, helm, steady course.
It looks like it's listing slightly and he's about to get a Tigerfish up the Jacksy. Okay, well we'll watch this. This will be quite
150 feet. Dive high.
poetic.
Con sonar lost contact. Master 1, last bearing 200. Contact breaking up.
Finally, some success.
Con, torpedo room, tube 4 ready.
Let's give this Sierra 2 a sea lance.
Shoot 2-4. Aye, sir.
I'm gonna fire another one if I can threaten this guy. He's not likely to be so much threatened by it because they do tend to ignore them, which is interesting. But okay, it's my harpoon targeting something else. Oh, hello. Kaboom. Big hole on the side, but not sunk. That was that M8. I don't see M. No, it wasn't M8. M6 then. M6. Okay. Well, I have another one for you.
Shoot tube 2.
There you
Aye,
go.
sir.
Have one of those. That's my harpoon on the way.
Con, torpedo room, tube 4 ready.
This is Sea Lance. I'm going to give this guy another one.
Shoot 2-4.
Double tap
Aye, sir.
Right, let's get back down to 350 feet, and I'm
Make
going to
depth
head
350 feet. Dive high.
in this direction at 20 knots.
Make turns for 20 knots. Maneuvering I.
Okay. Sea Lance.
Con, helm, steady course.
This is the Mark 50 torpedo. We will not know if...
Con sonar lost contact. Master 3, last bearing 241. Contact faded.
if it's going to acquire something or not. Part of me wishes to slow down and we can try and watch this
Con,
engagement, but
torpedo room, tube 2 ready.
I'd say
Con
that
sonar lost contact. Master 4, last bearing 233. Contact faded.
I'd say it looks like this torpedo has acquired something, and I really want to be careful that I don't end up eating depth charges, which I might be bound to do. So let's turn away. Looks like he dropped something. Change my depth. Yes, he is. Oh boy.
Flooding in the machinery space.
Wowzers. You know, oh my word. You know better than this, David. What have you done?
Damage
You
control points. Lay
numpty.
to the engine room.
Oh, that'll polish out. That one might not. Yeah, it's fine. Just a little scratch. I've had worse.
Con, torpedo room, tube 4 ready.
Boy, and we are... Well, now I can't catch those merchant ships, and I am struggling to get back to the surface. So, way to go, David. Your hull is at 6%, and you're going to get attacked again. So, I could do with not being in this part of the ocean. Let's, Yay. Okay, well, it's not over yet. I don't have any surface to my missiles, but at least I can still get to the surface and get those pumps repaired. But, wow, that was a little unfortunate, shall we say. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to wait for those 2 Sea Lance weapons to hit the target, hopefully. There's just one left.
Passing 300 feet.
I don't really want to watch that anymore. I've lost my appetite for watching Sea Lance after getting hit in the cyber depth charge.
Con sonar regained contact on Master 4, bearing 235.
Way to go, David.
Passing 200 feet.
Okay, well, at least we are reducing my depth. It helps the pumps do
Con
that.
sonar regained contact on Master 7, bearing 233.
Do their
Passing
thing.
100 feet.
Con sonar lost contact. Master 6,
depth charges.
last bearing
And
226.
that's very
Contact
bad.
breaking up.
At least they're not on me, I suppose, but wow. Okay, now we're on the surface. We are extremely vulnerable right now, but we gotta get this water out so we can continue on our way. We can only do 10 knots. Imagine me standing on the bridge shaking my fist at this bear. Someone hand me my sidearm. Okay, come on, come on. We've really got to get this thing fixed. Yeah, and I'm sinking as well if I don't use ballast. Okay, pumps are almost ready. Come on.
On. Pumps have been repaired.
Let's go planes next.
Damage control parties. Lay to the machinery space.
Okay, I think I want to go the other direction. Although it looks like the submarine's still kicking around, but I think I want to disengage now.
Come left to 042, helm I.
Planes are almost
On.
ready.
The dive planes have been repaired.
turn it
Damage
around
control
next.
parties. Lay to the engine room.
Okay. We are not able to maintain depth with 20 ballast. Let's try 30 ballast, and that's just about doing it, but... Okay, pumps are online, so the Todare room, the machinery room, is at least emptying of water, which is good, but we're in a bad way, so we're going to have to disengage and somehow escape this bear. Escaping the bear won't be that difficult, just got to keep quiet and keep moving, essentially. So,
Con sonar lost contact. Master 3, last bearing 244. Contact is in the baffles.
that's pretty much how
Con
you...
sonar lost contact. Master 4, last bearing 237. Contact is in the baffles.
That's pretty much how you make a right mess of engaging some surface ships in a Swiftsure-class boat. So I hope you got something from this.
The total rate has been repaired.
Thanks, crew. I'm going to call it for the day. I'm going to limp away and hope that Sierra 2 doesn't come and get me. So, hope you got something from this, and perhaps I'll see you the next time, assuming I manage to make it out alive. Thanks so much, everyone. Goodbye.